We're live from Latonia Field. Rockville searching for their 8th straight win as they face Dig In. Beat them in a game last week. Looking to double up on that as we've got a double header for you guys today.
Yeah, it's almost a little Groundhog Days. We had a doubleheader yesterday, a doubleheader today. As you said, we're up here against Dig In, who have lost 2 of their last 3. As you can see, their record is 2-13, and Rockville is looking for their 8th straight victory to go 8-2 on the season.
And should be a good one today. You've got Noah Tabay starting for Dig In. AJ Zeke taking the mound for Rockville. As we're underway, James Heffley getting the leadoff assignment again after a stellar performance, I'd say, yesterday.
Yeah, last night with a very clutch, bases clearing 3-run double, which put the Express ahead, and they didn't look back after that. Let's see what he can do here in game 1.
Playing second as well today. As he takes pitch 1 in the dirt. That's how we're going to get today started. To Bay, the 1-0 to Heffley. If you remember way back to last night, Heffley with the go-ahead base-clearing double gave Rockville the leg up in the second game. He fouls one off towards the right side, makes it 2-1. But yeah, as we were saying, one of the most clutch at-bats of the season for him.
I think for him and for the team in general, it was a really late night, really hot, and put a lot of life in this ball club.
As he takes one on the inside, brings the count even at 2. Tabay steps off, look over as he's on his way with the 2-2. And cut on and missed by Heffley. Back-to-back double headers and then a really padded schedule the rest of July. It's going to be interesting to see how Rockville manages everything with pitching and whatnot.
Yeah, we've had it with a few makeup games here and there, but a lot of games. We're going to see how July goes for the boys.
McMath in, takes a strike on the low inside corner. McMath tripled in the second game last night after a slow day at the plate.
I believe he tripled in James Heffley, who had that 3-run double, as we've noted a couple times so far this game.
Yeah, he did. Good memory.
I was totally winging that one, honestly. I kind of thought, not too sure, but
hey,
glad I got
only,
it right.
What, 8 hours ago?
Yeah.
12 hours ago. And he check swings. This one's in the dirt. And no swing. So we've got a 1-2 count to McMath. Hopefully no confusion over counts today.
Yeah, let's hope the umpires know what they're doing this time. We don't have any confusion like we did yesterday. So that was quite the excitement.
Went in our favor. McMath puts one hard in play out towards second base and into center. It's Rockville getting their first hit of the day. Who else but JT Money?
Yet again, time and time again, getting on base, upping that average, making sure that nickname really means something.
He came in hitting .412 in this one.
Yeah, well, like I said, ups his average here. Let's see what Eddie Hakopian can do here with the runner on.
Eddie, another one of those guys last night that just really turned that second game around. Made some nice plays defensively and then came in and pitched 2 innings. Pitched a great 2 innings.
Yeah, great 2 innings. Shutdown innings is a couple times Bradley threatened with runners on, and Eddie was able to get out of those jams.
Takes a called strike on the outside. Danny Salisbury on deck. He'd be the cleanup hitter. And a check swing. Believe it was a called strike anyway, right?
Either called strike or he might have went.
Either way, we've got a 1-2 count to Hakopian as a step off. And Tabay will look McMath back to first. 1-2 on its way. Bounce towards second, double play ball. 4-6 throw over in time. It's Dig-In turning the inning-ending double play. After 1, no score. We'll be back in the bottom of the first. We're back live here in the bottom of the first. No score to this point. A.J. Zeke, right-hander for Rockville, getting the ball today. He's been terrific in all his outings to this point in the season, whether it's relief or starting. See what he has in store against Dig-In today.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like you said, Zeke has been really good at pitching so far this season. Lots of strikeouts, not a lot of runs allowed. Let's see if we can continue here in this hot, muggy game 1 of a doubleheader.
And stepping in, leading off for Dig-In is designated hitter Josh Wilson. We'll see how the leadoff designated hitter pans out. Not something you see every day. His first pitch swinging, bouncing ball, fielded by Hakopian at short. Tough throw, got him by a step. Some sound defense to start the game. Eddie Hakopian, one of the most solid guys for Rockville all season in the field. Had a nice put away there, 6-3 for the first out.
Yeah, I love seeing Eddie Hakopian move around the field, especially the last couple games. Last night, he was playing shortstop, and love seeing sound defense from the middle of the infield that at the beginning of the season was very, very rough. Lots of errors, unfortunately.
And that'll make way for Greg Borges playing shortstop today for Dig-In. He gets, ball 1 inside. Good spot there by Zeke. 1-0 on its way. And there it is, called strike 1. And breaking ball from Zeke. Hakopian, a diving stop at short, the throw across the diamond. On the hop, gets away at first. No advance, as that was an incredible effort. All around, Hakopian on the diving stop, Melee on the backup at first.
Yeah, I love to see your catcher getting out of position, backing up the errant throw. Whether it happens or not, good to see him get down the line and hustle to keep that runner at first.
As Dig-In, they really made him work for that first hit of the day. Fortunately for Hakopian, it was just too far in the hole to get up from the dive and make that throw across.
Still gave it his all and tried it.
That he did. And Con Ellis swinging at the first pitch, driven out towards right center. Back is Orsini, glove up and off the wall. This will be extra bases. Runner around third, play at the plate. Maley unable to catch the ball, as that'll be the first run of the ball game on a Con Ellis triple. That ball just carried and carried. I thought it was straight up.
Yeah, well, like you said, bounced off the wall. I thought Orsini had it, but wind carried it. As there is a bit of a breeze here, might have affected where that ball landed.
I'd say so. That ball definitely just carried and carried. Opposite field for him, too. First pitch, Maley unable to handle that. It's a problem for him in the last game as well. Ball is hitting that mitt and not sticking in. Wonder if that's a new glove or what's going on there.
Yeah, from here it might look like a relatively new glove. It hasn't broken in yet, which is going to go against Maley here.
Yeah, you saw him drop the pitch there, and then on the throw home, the play at the plate was unable to hang on to it. Nonetheless, we've got a 2-0 count to clean up hitter Joe Locos. Hitting out of the 4 spot. Guess you can call him 4 Locos.
Yeah.
As a ground ball stopped by Salisbury. Going to be a tough play at first. The flip to Zeke. And they get the out. How's that for some hustle? Dig in getting the run in on the play. But Rockville able to still get an out of that. Score at 3-1. As Rockville now 2 outs in the inning. Clears the bases for Eric Sledge, center fielder for Dig In. First pitch from Zeke. In there, called strike 1. Yeah, the one thing that's nice about today, we didn't have yesterday, is you do have that breeze.
Yeah, unfortunately it's just blowing around a lot of hot air.
Yeah, so here's a ground ball to third. Zorball, clean field throw across in time. Rockville out of the inning, but not before 2 come across. See if they have an answer when we're back in the top of the second. We're back here in the top of the second following a 2-run inning for Dig In. Rockville looking to answers. They've got 4, 5, 6 due up. That'll be Salisbury, Saylor at the extra hitter spot, and catcher Ryan Maley. Salisbury, a hot hitter at home, already has a home run here at Latonia. See what he's got in stores. He fouls one straight back at us. Reminder, this is a doubleheader, so we're playing 2 7-inning games.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's a high pitch there. Almost a little Groundhog Day, as we've got back-to-back doubleheaders and back-to-back really hot days.
28 innings in 2 days.
Yeah.
A lot of baseball.
That's a lot of baseball indeed.
And then games tomorrow and Friday, too, if it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how that plays out. After the 4th of July weekend, got a stretch of like 15 games in 14 days, I believe. That's where it gets fun.
Yeah.
As Salisbury out towards the gap in right center, right fielder calls it off and puts it away for the first out. Makes way for Kean Saylor. A couple of hits for him yesterday as he desperately needed them. Coming into yesterday with a sub 100 batting average. Was able to bring it up to 176 coming into today, earning him the extra hitter spot. As he takes a first pitch cut, popped up and out of play. Onto the roof behind us and onto the football field.
Another ball we're not getting back.
Still think that one from yesterday is up there somewhere, never landed.
That one, and then there's a ground ball out to second base and through. Saylor on base here with the 1-out single.
And there it is. His bat's waking up. Climbs above 200 now. Probably. I'm not good at math.
Maybe. I think it might have climbed above 100, as we were saying earlier.
It's 176 coming into today.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I'm underselling Saylor now.
And following the single, Maley steps in, takes a first pitch cut, hit in foul territory, caught by the third baseman. That'll be a quick second out. So we're just a few pitches into the inning, already 2 down. That brings in Rio Fabre, designated hitter, hitting for AJ Zeke today. Move over to Saylor at first, back in time. And first pitch to Rio misses outside. Quiet day for him yesterday as he didn't play in the field at all in either game. Hit in both games. Just one knock between both of them as he takes a high pitch there for ball 2.
It's interesting you said quiet night offensively for someone on the Express, where last night they exploded for lots of runs in game 2 and especially in game 1.
Yeah, 8 in the first game. Just 5, I believe, in the second.
5 in the second.
And another one off the roof.
Off the roof and maybe on the football field. Nope.
It sounds like it's in the gutter again.
Oh, it came down. Many times we've seen umpires run out of balls. It's good to see them come back. As we quickly run out of them in these games.
Yeah. And Saylor on the move on the 2-1. No throw as he'll be in standing. Picked a good pitch to run on as this one was in the dirt. Certainly would have been a tough play for Joe Locos.
Yeah, well, I think Saylor was reading that off-speed pitch and read it perfectly as it got down in the dirt. Catcher wasn't able to get it and swiped second cleanly.
We've got a 3-1 count to Fabre. Base open now as he will go ahead and walk him. Give Rockville first and second. And that'll bring up Nate Bowman playing in center today.
Nate Bowman last night, I believe, played second base in one of the 2 games. If not,
Second game, yep.
and is now in center field. here batting 8th in the lineup. Let's see what we can do here with 2 on and 2 out. Maybe some 2 out magic.
Yeah, if you remember, Bowman had that nice RBI single yesterday. Now would be a good time for another one as Rockville scoreless to this point in the ball game.
It is only the top of the second, but yes, we are down 2 runs, and you'd like to get at least one of those back, if not more, here.
That's one thing they had yesterday in the second leg of the doubleheader. Was a little bit of a slow start. Got a hot, what was it, 4th inning?
4th or 5th inning.
5th. Yeah, it was the 5th inning.
5th inning. Like we said a couple times.
And a double steal on as Bowman takes a miss at a curveball, and we're going to leave it there anyway. 2-0 when we come back. We're back live here in the bottom of the second. Dig in, holding on to a 2-0 lead. It's interesting territory for Rockville as they're visitors in their own ballpark today.
Yeah, it's not something you see too often, but unfortunately with these smaller, almost independent leagues, you got to share ballparks sometimes. I think that might be the case here.
Yeah, as if you remember, this was supposed to be a doubleheader last week, but Dig In didn't have the bench to play 2 games and asked if they could reschedule, and here we are on a Wednesday with a doubleheader. Zeke quickly ahead, 1-2. To Jake Becker, opposing second baseman. Zeke shakes off Maley, comes in with a 1-2. Ground ball out towards shortstop, fielded cleanly by Hakopian. Throw is wide, so pull him off the bag. No advance at first, as Rockville picking up their first error of the day. Hakopian not happy with himself there. One thing you don't want to do is, and Rockville's done it a couple times this season, you make an error and you fall into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, well,
happened to both teams last game we played them, 12 combined between the 2 teams.
That was wasn't the most spectacular game defensively. Let's hope Eddie can shake it off here and get back into a good rhythm here.
And help out his pitcher, certainly. As Tucker Freer steps in, takes one high for ball 1. From Zeke, missing high as well. Zeke checks Becker at first, move over, back in time. Zeke back on the bump, on his way with the 2-0. It's a swing and a miss on a bender. Brings it to 2-1. Good off speed.
Yeah, good off speed to change up the pace of pitching there and the speed of pitches. Keep the batter on their feet, keep them on their toes.
Zeke, the 2-1. Fouled up and out of play. We'll run the count even at 2. Zeke taking his time, 2-2 on its way, but not before a move over to first. Becker back in time. Be interesting to see if Diggin matches the base running aggressiveness Rockville showed up last inning. A couple steal attempts.
Yeah, well, so far Zeke is keeping the runners honest. And there's a line drive to right field. Left field. Caught by McMath. We've got 1 out in the inning.
Nice play from McMath out and left, ranging to his right a little bit for the putout. Not your everyday left fielder, but getting the start out there today.
Might have been what confused me with what part of the field it went to. He's normally a right fielder. But regardless, makes the play in left and keeps throwing on first. Gets in first out of the inning.
Becker out to a pretty big lead at first. No move though, as first pitch misses high to Lane Freeze, first baseman. Freeze fouls one off towards the right side, playable for Orsini and put away for the second out, just to the right of the line. 2 away now for Rockville following the error out by Hakopian. Certainly the way to pick your guy up.
Yeah. Couple fly ball outs to either side of the outfield, left and right, respectively. And now Zeke has 2 outs here. See what he does to Newman here, who's batting in the 9th spot.
Both teams electing to hit 10 today. We'll see how that plays out. That's been the norm throughout this league. Coach is seemingly adjusting to that by now.
I know a couple times for the Express, the 10th man, that 10th batter has come in clutch for us as they've driven in some crucial runs to win games.
Torsini today, certainly one of those guys that can hit the ball, hit it hard. And foul ball back into the netting, makes it 1-1. And 1-1 from Zeke. Swung, hit out towards center, hit hard, and out, as that's a 2-run shot for Diggin, makes it a 4-0 ball game. First home run given up by Zeke all year, as that was the 9-hole hitter Derek Newman going yard to center field.
You say it's the first home run given up by Zeke. I believe it's only the 2nd home run given up by this Express. 3rd home run, my apologies, given up by the Express this year. Just as quickly as the Express got 2 outs, they give up 2 runs on 1 swing.
Let's see if Zeke can bounce back and get the 10-hole hitter Alex Warren. That ball again was hit hard, but certainly carried.
Yeah, I definitely think the wind had a effect on that one.
First pitch in from Zeke, curveball, gets him ducking out of the way. And a good breaking ball from Zeke. It's a swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1. Let's see if Zeke can get a punch out here following the home run.
Would be good to boost your confidence a little bit.
As a third straight breaking ball misses inside. Runs at 2-1.
Wonder with 3 straight breaking balls, is he going to go to the well again with the 4th one? I don't know, but let's see if he's going to maybe throw a heater in here.
And here's a fly ball out towards center. Back and over the head of Bowman. Is this one also off the wall? And around second, heading for third. And in there with a triple. Dig In really came into today with a game plan. They've driven the ball off the wall twice now, and to go along with a 2-run home run.
Yeah, like I said in the last time we played Dig In, they're really digging in here as they've put up 4 runs now and a 2-out triple from Alex Warren.
And that'll bring in Josh Wilson for his second at-bat. Grounded out to Hakopi, and it's short in his first at-bat. Zeke looking to get out of this inning any way he can. First pitch does not catch the outside. Wow, looked good to me.
Yeah, well, unfortunately it wasn't a called strike there, and now Zeke is down 1-0.
Misses right in the same spot, as it looks like that outside corner isn't there. From Zeke. Swung, hit hard out towards left. McMath glove up and off his glove. This will get by him. Another extra base hit for Dig In as they take a 5-0 lead, getting their 5th hit on the day.
5th hit on the day, 5th run on the day with 2 outs here in the second inning. So far, a completely different Dig In ball club that we saw in the first game last week.
If you remember back to it, Rockville was so close to getting that run rule as Dig In's laying it on him here today.
Yeah. We're up 11 runs and a couple decisions, and then we ended up winning 18-10.
Still got time to put up 18.
Still got time to put up 1.
Curveball in there, called strike 1.
18 runs would be nice, but I want to get that first one across the board.
Yeah,
then think about 18.
Get 1 and the rest follow.
That was the case last night with walks, hits, and stuff like that. Looks like the umpire is telling the batter where the end of the batter's box is.
Took the bat from him and drew a line.
Not something you see too often.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I can't say I've seen that either.
Telling him don't cross this line.
There aren't very well-defined chalk lines here at Latonia Field, so maybe umpire just, doing his job a little bit, maybe a little more. I don't know.
And missing high. Zeke struggling a bit through 2 so far, as he falls behind 2-1. Still searching for that 3rd out.
Looked really promising with leadoff runner reaching, 2 outs right after that, and then since then has given up 3 runs.
A couple extra base hits as well. This one misses in the dirt, makes it 3-1. Zeke checks second. Batter calls time. And 3-1 from Zeke. Swung on, lined out towards center. Runner around third. Throw in, not in time. It's a 6-0 ball game. Not the start Zeke wanted today.
Well, like we were saying earlier, how solid Zeke has been at pitching. Almost a different guy here. He's given up now 6 runs in an inning and 2/3. I wonder if this heat's really getting to him here, as it's really hot and muggy. Again, wearing a primary color of a black on your jersey doesn't help.
See if he can at least get himself out of the inning now. As he gets a first pitch swing and a foul off. Less traffic on the bases, no one in scoring position. Really just want to go after the hitter here.
Yeah, it just wants to get this third out. It's been a long 2 outs for Dig In here.
Zeke misses in the dirt, evens the count at 1. One to Connellis. Runner breaks. Maley unable to hang on. Dig In really not holding back. 6 runs through 2. Another man in scoring position. Hitters count to Connellis. Cleanup man on deck.
I mean, everything's working for Dig In so far this game. They've got extra base hits galore. Lots of runners on. They're reaching walks, hits, anything you can ask for, they're doing.
As loud contact from Connellis. Back is McMath. And this one also over the wall. Dig In out to an 8-0 lead. Wow, I mean, what more can I say? Rockville just getting hit around. 2 home runs in the inning to go along with a couple extra base hits. And they trail 8-0 now.
Like I said, this is a completely different Dig In team, where the last game we had 12 combined errors. And unfortunately, it looks like the end of the day for AJ Zeke, his head coach, Rick Price, is out to talk to him.
So we'll see what happens here. He does have 2 out in the inning. No one on the base path. We'll see if Rick lets him get his 3rd out. Although, yeah, I think you're right. It might be time to make a move.
With this only being the 2nd inning, is there anyone to make a move with? As we see the infielders dispersing, looks like no move was made. Rick Price heading back to the dugout, and we'll see if AJ can finally get this 3rd out after a very long and offensively heavy inning for the Dig In.
Yeah, think about it. You still have, after this, 12 more innings to pitch with what you got, and you had a bunch of guys pitch deep into yesterday as well. Zeke missing his first pitch into Joe Locos. Second one misses as well, 2-0. And a hard swing, fouled off towards the right side. This will get out of play, as that was a long strike one.
Yeah, definitely carried a little bit in the wind. Thankfully got out of play, as AJ's ahead here, or even the count at 1. Well, 2-1 count. My apologies.
And check swing evens the count at 2. 2-2, 2 out here in the 2nd. Zeke, 1 pitch away from getting out of this as he misses in the dirt. leadoff pitch on its way. Get the swing and a miss, and at last, Rockville is out of this inning. Eight nothing when we come back in the Rockville part of the third. We're back here in the top of the third as Rockville looks to answer to a very strong start for Dig In.
Yeah, very, like I said earlier, a very offensive, heavy inning for Dig In. Lots of balls put in play, really hard hit balls. Not very poor defense from the Express, just a lot of offense. Let's see if Express can match the energy from Dig In.
Zorball showing bunt and rolls foul. Zorball showed bunt in every single at-bat in yesterday's game, doing the same here today.
One thing I will note is that I won't get confused as he's wearing his normal number 11 today. But yeah, he's very, very reliant on the bunt, as Rick Price let him do that, and he's reached base quite a few times with it, so he's been successful. We'll see what he does here.
As this one gets by the catcher. Fortunately, no one on base. Zorball put in play, ground ball towards third, fielded cleanly, throw across in time for the first out. Quickly one away here for Dig In. That makes way for Steve Orsini. See if the 10-man spot can really get things going here.
Like I said earlier in this game, 10 spot is sometimes paid off for the Express here as they've been able to drive in runs. Unfortunately, no one on base for Orsini, but let's see if he can at the very least get on base.
Orsini takes called strike one. The 0-1, singled into right. Orsini in there with a base hit. And Rockville getting their first man on in the inning.
Like I said, 10th man for Express is paid off for them, and as I was hoping, let's see if he can get on base, and that he does. Orsini's on first, which brings up James Heffley, the second baseman in this game, who, as we said a few times already, had that very clutch 3-run double in Game 2 last night.
That was a good time for a doubles. Rockville held scoreless to this point. Looks to break it. Get a few back. As Heffley, loud contact, left fielder back. Up and put away on the track, as that was a loud out number 2. Heffley just feet away from sending one over the wall and left.
I saw about 4 or 5 guys off the bench of the Express get out, hoping that one would get over the wall with the help of the wind, but unfortunately, long, loud fly out for Heffley here. As we've got 2 out of the inning, which brings up JT Money, Jonathan McMath.
See what he can do with 2 away, and Orsini over there on first. Takes a look at a fastball outside, bringing the count 1-0. In the dirt, gets away. Orsini will advance. So we've got a 2-0 to McMath. Got a runner in scoring position now. See if we can get a base hit and bring him in.
Good opportunity, yeah, to bring that runner in from second base. See if I can get a ball into the outfield, either on the fly, ground ball, and score Orsini.
The 2-0. Put in play, grounded towards first, but foul. As fortunately for McMath, he'll get another shot at it.
Yeah, let's see if he can strain that swing up here, get a little better timing on that, and drive it into the outfield, and hopefully score the Express's first run here, as it would be Orsini.
Yeah, with the ball carrying as well as it is today.
And the power that McMath possesses.
See what he can do. As early on and off speed evens the count at 2. Two out to McMath. He's got a runner at second. And fouled away again towards the right side. McMath just really ahead of it here.
Yeah, like I said, I'd like to see him wait back just the smallest bit, get that ball on the inside of the first base line and drive it into the outfield and maybe score Orsini from second.
We'll take a pause there for the foul ball collection. So we've got a couple trapped up in the gutter on the roof. So gotta work with what you got now. As 2-2 misses wide, runs it full to McMath.
Three, two outs. You think Orsini's going to be on the move here?
I doubt it, as anything to the outfield would most likely score him anyway. Loud contact from McMath. Center fielder going back, up, and punch your ticket, Johnny McMath, a round tripper, as Rockville is on the board, making it a 2-8 ball game. JT Money.
JT Money has yet to slow down. This nickname is really doing it for him. His 4th home run of the season. Loud contact, fly ball. Maybe the wind helped him a little bit there. Got over the center field wall. Express are on the board here, thanks to JT Money.
That one carried.
That one carried a long while.
And there it is, some excitement out of the Rockville dugout. It's McMath sending that one over the wall in center, bringing up Eddie Hakopian. So they draw ever closer with an 8-run deficit. Takes called strike 1 on the outside.
Like I said earlier, once the Express score 1 run, in this case they scored 2 on 1 swing, the ball skips away from the catcher there, evens the count at 1. When you score 1 run, more will follow. Let's see if that's the case here for the Express.
Yeah, it's like I said yesterday, you just need the first one to go. And who knows what this team can do. They've proven they can put runs up in bunches, especially with 2 outs.
Yeah, more 2-out magic. It's a big confidence booster to finally get the runs on the board after being down 8-0. Cut into that lead. Let's see if they can do a little more damage here.
(3-1) to Hakopian. Pitch on its way. Hard contact. This one's hit out towards short. Bobbled. And Hakopian will reach. Errors are even now at 1 apiece. 2 E6s. How about that?
Yeah, it's... Thankfully, this one going in favor of the Express here as Eddie reaches base.
Brings up Danny Salisbury, looking to keep the inning alive. And cut and a miss at a first pitch curveball. Sitting fastball. Would have liked to see what would have happened had that been one, as he was swinging all towards the fences. And another big swing from Salisbury's. He's behind 0-2. To Danny Salisbury, fouled off his foot. He'll do a little skip dance to walk it off. Hopefully he's all right. Who's hurt?
Yeah, especially with no protection there on the foot. One thing I've noticed from a lot of these players on both teams and around the league in general, not too much protection around like the elbows and the feet. Those foul balls can really hurt you.
Yeah, I don't blame him when it's 100 degrees outside.
And it doesn't help either. Looks like he's shaking it off there, taking his time, and he steps back in here to an 0-2 count.
And called strike 3, as Salisbury will limp back to the dugout. Hopefully he's all right to continue. A little bit of offense from Rockville on the 2-run shot from McMath. When we come back, 8-2 ball game. And we are back here in the bottom of the 3rd. AJ Zeke still on the mound, looking to silence Dig In after a loud second inning for them. Fortunately able to get 2 back on the home run by McMath, his 4th of the year. This one missing in the dirt, runs at 2-0. Eric Sledge, the hitter, to lead off the inning for Dig In. As time gets called. .2-0 from Zeke. A swing and a miss. Certainly looking to get back on track, see more of what we've seen from him earlier this season. Get a rough start to this one. Here's a ground ball. Nice backhand stop by Jacoby and throw to first in time. It's a tough gauge whether to grab that one out of the air or let it bounce. He lets it bounce, fields it on the backhand, flip over to first in time.
Good defensive play from Jacoby in there, who's given up an error so far this game. Way to bounce back there.
All too confident on that backhand stop.
Well, it worked out in his favor.
First pitch into Becker, misses. Other thing to note, Danny Salisbury, after taking that pitch off the foot, is back in the game at first. As he will get a ground ball to him here, flip over to Zeke, tap on first. Good second out as we'll score at 3-1. We'll predict the future there. Ground out to Salisbury right after I say his name.
Yeah, and good to see that he isn't limping at there at first. He used good footwork there to get over to the ground ball, and then flip it over to his pitcher, AJ Zeke, for the, like you said, 3-1 putout.
Zeke, 2 outs here in the third. Looking to get out of a scoreless inning. It would be his first of the day. So he gets a swinging strike 1.
With the momentum that the Express had in the last inning, you'd like to get a good shutdown inning here and get your offense right back on the field. Continue that damage that they're doing.
Yeah, ended on the homer for McMath is called strike 2 there. See if they can ride that momentum and try to get back in this ball game.
They're in a bit of a hole, but I know that they can get out of them. They've been good at putting up runs when they're down.
As the 0-2 swung on, grounded, fielded cleanly at third. Throw over from Zorball is in time, as that's where we're going to leave it after 3. An 8-2 ball game. We're back here in the top of the 4th. Rockville trailing 8-2, looking to do something about that here in the fourth. 5-6-7 due-ups. That'll be Saylor, Maley, and Fabre. Saylor base knock in his first at-bat. See if he can duplicate that and get a base runner on for Rockville to start off this inning. Fouls away the first pitch.
Rockville was able to cut into the 8-run lead that Dig In had with a 2-run home run from Jonathan McMath. Was able to put a couple more runners on after that, but to no avail.
Saylor taking a called strike on the inside, runs it 0-2. It's been the story of the game so far for starting pitcher Noah Tabay, throwing a lot of strikes, getting ahead of these Rockville hitters, silencing them to just 2 runs this far.
Yeah, I'd like to say it's early, but remember this is game 1 of a doubleheader, so we only play 7 innings. As we're in the top of the 4th inning, so we're past the halfway mark.
And Saylor fouled back. Catcher has a look. This will land out of play. They'll keep things at 1-2.
Umpire calling for baseballs if anyone has them.
Still up on the roof.
Yeah, it'll come down eventually.
And ball in the dirt, runs it even at 2. Good to see Saylor working into deep counts. As, like I said, came into yesterday hitting sub 100, 2 hits yesterday, 1 today. Fights this one off to stay alive. Some real good plate appearances from him coming out of the bottom of the order.
Yeah, like we said, he was struggling in the leadoff spot, and manager Rick Price moved him down in the lineup, and so far that's paid off for him as he's gotten a few base knocks since being moved down.
Takes a pitch in the dirt, that'll run it full. It's been a 7-pitch at-bat so far to Saylor.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say he's been really patient at this at-bat, taking balls, fouling off good pitches. As he lines it into right field, foul, down past the bullpen over there, or makeshift bullpen.
Makeshift bullpen.
Not really sure you can call that a bullpen, but whatever. Either way, fouled out of play.
It's whatever works, right?
Yeah. As he steps in for pitch number 9 now. See what we can do here.
Saylor gets an off-speed, skies it out. Shortstop calling for it, and puts this away no problem for the first out. Interesting thing threw me off on that play was the right fielder broke on that ball. It was hit out to the shortstop, and he was really moving in for it.
Yeah.
Wonder what he saw.
I don't know, but maybe coming in to back up a possible drop ball. You never know. Good to see him hustling, though, I guess.
I see he just wasn't paying attention and lost it in the sunlight. He's an outfielder, or former outfielder, I should say, myself. It happened to me once or twice.
Yeah, just making sure you're paying attention. Like I said, it's good to see him hustling, though.
Maley flew out in his first at-bat, fouls one straight back here onto the roof.
It'll come down eventually.
I'm not so sure about that, as there's 4 or 5 chilling up on the roof here at Latonia. A couple from last night as well.
Yeah.
1-1 to Maley. And fouled away towards the left side, runs at 1-2. Maley unable to straighten the ball out here. Flew out in foul territory last time up.
Yeah, I'd like to see him put a ball in fair territory here. He's fouled off quite a few pitches here, and like you said, flew out in foul territory in his last at-bat.
Making good contact as he fouls one off. Held on behind the plate by Joe Locos for the second out. Making quick work of Rockville here in the fourth. That'll bring up extra hitter Rio Fabre as Maley, unhappy with that plate appearance, slams his helmet down.
Yeah, I heard that over here. A couple explicits. It's got to be frustrated with that one.
Yeah, I'm sure this team, they're hot off of 7 straight wins. You don't want to do anything to break that win streak because you see the frustration starting to mount.
And let's hope he can keep those emotions in check, though, and get back into this game. It's a pass ball there. brings the count to 2-0 for Rio Fabre. Umpire again calling for balls as most of them are out of play behind us.
And while we take a break on the 2-0, if you look up towards center field, we've got a flyover here at Latonia.
Looking at that plane, not one I've seen too often coming from the airport, not too far from us.
As Fabre takes his first strike, runs it 2-1. Fabre ahead in the count here. Can't say the same for a lot of these Rockville hitters to this point in the ball game. He takes a swing and a miss at what would have been ball 3. But like I've said time and time again, Noah to Bay, really getting ahead of hitters, sticking to the game plan, and it's paid off for them as they look to give Rockville their 3rd loss of the season. Line foul, that'll keep us at 2-2.
Yeah, another foul ball from the Express here. I'd really like to see him straighten out a couple of these swings, hit him into the outfield, get him into the gaps.
Two once more to Fabre. Swung on, hit out towards left. Will this stay fair? A long foul ball keeps it at 2. That had home run distance, but just landing left of the pole.
Yeah, definitely saw left field. They're running over to try and get that one as it dipped foul at the last second.
Once again, we'll have to do over the 2-2. To Bay in the windup. Curveball grounded towards third. Backhand stop by Bowman. Throw across, gets him by a step. And that's where we're going to leave it here midway through 4. We're back here in the bottom of the 4th. AJ Zeke still out in this ball game. Got to think that's part of Rick's game plan, is to keep him going as long as you can, let him eat as many innings.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he's down since the 7-run, I believe, 2nd inning that Dig In had. He's been very solid, giving up base hits, yes, but getting outs and not giving up any runs. The first pitch called strike there.
Seemingly low pitch count as well. What'd you say, it was 55?
53 through 4 innings. 53 through 3 innings, my apologies. Can't count. Math is hard. Especially baseball math.
4 + 6 + 3.
Now that equals 2.
Fly ball into the triangle and right, gets down just to the left of the line. And that's how we'll start this inning here in the 4th with a single. There's first baseman Lane Freeze as Dig In their 9th hit of the ball game. That brings up Derek Newman, hit a 2-run shot out towards center. Really got their bats going.
Yeah, one of the big proponents to their 8-run lead was one of the two-run home runs that Dig In has.
Proponents, that's a big word.
Thank you.
Might have to look that one up later, as we've got ball 1 to Newman. Pitch high and in. Zeke pitching a little bit more cautiously to him this time around.
Don't blame him, as Lee said. On his line score today, has a 2-run home run.
And looking to do that again as he takes a pretty hard swing at a fastball, missing for 2-1.
Yeah, hardy swing, trying to put the ball in play and maybe get it over the fence again. Unsuccessful there. The 2-1 pitch comes in.
Fouled back into Mealy, evens the count at 2. Lane frees the runner at first. 2-2 count, no out here in the bottom of the 4th. Zeke will check, and he misses high. Throw down from Mealy. Runner back. Tough spot for Zeke here. Full count to a guy you've already homered to. You don't want to put him on and give 2 runners on him at the same time. You don't want to lay anything in the zone. As this one's hit hard and into left, that'll be a base hit. As they continue to just feast off of AJ Zeke.
Yeah, I wonder how long this outing is going to be today for AJ Zeke, as he's now got 2-1 with no out. Digging in is Alex Warren, 10th batter in a 10-man lineup.
Tripled last time around on an 0-2 count.
That's got to be rough for your confidence levels to give up a triple on an 0-2 count. You thought you could put him away, and ends up getting 3 bases off of you.
First pitch to him misses high. Seen that a lot from Zeke as tries to keep that ball down. It's been a large part of the dig-in offensive showcase, is Zeke leaving a lot of fastballs in the upper part of the zone, and these dig-in batters really driving it, especially with that breeze out in the outfield. Balls are carrying.
Yeah, so far, a lot of extra base hits for, like you said, pitches left up in the zone that dig-in has dug their cleats in and driven out.
This one missing close to Zeke. Strike zone shrinking on him a little bit. So that runs the count, 2-1. Foul ball, straight back, evens the count up at 2. 2-2 with 2 on. No outs for Rockville. Zeke, looking to get a punch out here, would flip the batting order over. See what he comes back with on the 2-2. It's an inside breaking ball. This gets away from Salisbury on a throw down from Mealy. Some sloppy baseball from Rockville, as they've got runners at the corners now. Full count to Alex Warren. Rockville, their second error of the day on the throw down to first from Ryan Mealy. The runner ahead, that was probably ill-advised. This one's put in play through the hole and into right field. Dig in, continuing to move the line. So they take a 9-2 lead with their 11th hit of the ball game. Wonder how much longer Rick Price will leave Zeke in.
Keep looking past the dugout, see if there's anyone warming the makeshift bullpens here at Latonia, but I see no one behind the dugouts.
Yeah, I don't either. Zeke, still no outs in the inning. I mean, yes, you want your guy to eat up innings in a doubleheader, but I think at this point it's just unfair to him to leave him in. As this one's driven out towards left. High fly ball towards the pole and bending foul.
Glad it did bend foul. Very late though, got me a little worried as it carried a long way and Jonathan McMath got really close to the wall.
Wilson, a double to this point in the game, 0-1 to him. Loud contact, driven out towards left center. He fouled off the last pitch. This one off the wall. This will be extra bases. This will score one. Second run around third. Diggin out to an 11-2 lead now. The even innings for Diggin. They had 7 in the second and 4 to this point in the inning. They lead 11-2 with no outs in the fourth. 12 hits on the day. Majority of them being extra base hits. For the third time tonight, Diggin hits the wall on the fly. And a ball past Maley. Runner advances to third. Why not when everything else is going wrong in the inning?
Yeah. I wonder if the heat's really getting to not just AJ Zeke, but the entire team here. It's just a muggy day. I would not say this is a great day for baseball, to be honest. But they're really fighting for it here. Trying to get out of this inning. Trying to get that first out.
See a foul ball from Greg Borges will even the count at 1. Zeke at 72 pitches now. So I wonder what the number for Rick is before he pulls them.
Well, like I said before, I don't see anyone warming. As I change that statement now, as a line drive to center field. Orsini, my apologies, Bowman under it, puts it away. Runner scores on the sac fly. And Diggin extends her lead 12-2.
For the first time since the first batter of the inning, Zeke working with no one on base. Diggin leading 12-2 now. Breaking ball, skied up, Maley on the chase in foul territory, and no one gets there. That's first baseball all the way.
Yeah, well, unfortunately drops in between Maley and Salisbury, and what could have been the second out of the inning is only strike one here. As the inning continues for Diggin.
0-1 to Con Ellis. Homered in his last at-bat as this one's driven out towards left. McMath able to put it away. He was playing him deep and perfectly for the second out. Con Ellis homered to left in his previous at-bat. McMath played him perfectly deep on the track. He puts this one away for the second out.
Again, story for Diggin here is the loud and hard contact that they've had so far in this game against AJ Zeke.
And he misses outside. First pitch to the cleanup man, Joe Locos. Fouls this one away, evens the count at 1. One to Locos. In there called strike 2. Zeke just one strike away from getting out of this inning, although last time I said that 7 runs came across the score.
Yeah, let's hope we don't jinx it again, Josh.
1-2 from Zeke. Grounded out to Zorba at third. Fielded cleanly. Throw across in time. Rockville out of this inning. A 12-2 ball game as we head towards the top of the 5th. We'll be back. We're back here in the top of the 5th in what's been a rough ball game for the Express to this point. Bowman will lead us off as 9-10-1 due up for the Express. They look to try to climb back in this ball game. If at the very least avoid a mercy rule, as that would be 12-5 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in a doubleheader, the rule is if you're up by 12-5 innings, that is a mercy rule in this league.
Bowman watching ball 1 in the dirt. Noah Tabay still the pitcher on the bump for dig in. He's at north of 70 pitches now through 4 and counting. As he misses outside, runs it 2-0.
Again, if you're dig in, your pitcher's dealing this well so far. I don't know why you take him out unless for innings, but it's a doubleheader, and like you said, there's a line drive from Bowman, gets through into right field. We've got a leadoff single here. Let's see if the Express can get something going here.
Yeah, Bowman, a couple hits last night, gets a single here. Hopefully gets him going this inning, as that'll bring up Ethan Zorball. Put you $20, he shows bunt.
I feel like it's a bet that we both know what's going to happen. He probably will show bunt, so it's $20 I don't have to lose. I'm not going to take that.
And pay up. There's the bunt. See if he can run it out. Gets it down. Throw gets him by a step. Bowman, however, advances up to second. So that'll bring in Steven Orsini with 1 out. This isn't called a bunt, down by 10.
I guess Rick Price really wants him to get on base. As I've said before, he bunts a lot and reaches base, I would say maybe more times than not. But again, down 10, I don't know the game plan there.
Orsini, loud contact. Is this his second home run of the year? Right fielder back and foul. Crushed out towards right. Orsini, like I said, one of those guys that can put the ball over the wall, has done so once this year. Unable to keep that inside the pole there.
Yeah, I was sitting here in my chair trying to wave it foul, push it fair. Unfortunately, hooked at the very end and was foul.
Orsini will look to straighten that ball up, see if he can put one back out there. He's now 0-1. Bowman, the runner at second. Ball in the dirt. Bowman breaks for third, and he'll be in standing.
The Express have a runner on third here with one out. Let's see if Orsini can put the ball in the outfield and maybe, at the very least, get a sac fly, trading out for a run.
Yeah, get them back one at a time. As Orsini lays off, gets a high strike called on him. Brings the count 1-2. And takes a cut and a miss at a curveball. Nearly a 2-run shot to start off the at-bat, ends up in a strikeout. 2 outs now in the inning. The runner at third. And James Heffley at the dish. Another one of those guys that almost hit one out earlier in the ball game. Caught out on the track. Came close a couple times last night, hit one off the wall.
And we've said it time and time again, that a very clutch 3-run double. Let's see if we can get another extra base hit here.
This bouncing ball to short, fielded cleanly, throw across in time and dig in out of the inning. Still a 12-2 ball game. We'll be back in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, that sucks.
That's going to do it for the first leg of the doubleheader, as in a doubleheader, the mercy rule is 10 runs, not 12. After 5, dig in, winning the first ball game 12-2. We'll be back with the second leg of the doubleheader. Josh Felden alongside Pat Mitchell. See you folks in a little bit.